Hey Vikings family, what's going on? Skull Nation, it's your boy here, bleeding purple and gold, ready to dive into the latest drama surrounding our young quarterback J.J. McCarthy. Listen, if you're a true Vikings fan like me, you've probably seen the headlines this week. Colin Cowherd is back at it again, straight up burying our guy after just a handful of starts. But hold up, before we panic, let's break this down together because I'm fired up and not buying the hate. JJ is 22 years old, family, 20 freaking 2. And he's already shown flashes that make me believe he's our future. Drop a purple heart in the comments if you're riding with McCarthy through the ups and downs. Cowherd went on the herd this week and didn't hold back, pointing at JJ's first 4 games as a pro. He highlighted that off-script passer rating of 57, saying it's tough for GMs to admit a first-round mistake. Man, that stung to hear, but come on, 4 games? JJ has only thrown 108 passes so far this season, dealing with injuries and getting his feet wet in the NFL. Cowherd even said if you're good on the scripted first drive, it means you're coachable, and he thinks JJ's arm is legit NFL caliber. But then he flips and questions everything else. Vikings news fans, are you feeling this criticism or nah? Tell me below. He brought up Kevin O'Connell cycling through 7 quarterbacks in Minnesota, with JJ being number 6. And even said he's watching Justin Jefferson looking about done with it. Whoa! Pump the brakes, Colin. JJ is our star, and yeah, he's frustrated like all of us when things aren't clicking. But that's not on JJ alone. Cowherd admitted he never got the hype on this first-round pick. No confirmation bias here, he says. But it feels like he's been against JJ since draft day. As a diehard Vikings supporter, it fires me up because I see the potential. That Michigan national championship DNA doesn't just vanish. Cowherd doubled down on the Michigan thing, saying guys like Roman Wilson and Blake Corum aren't translating to the pros as well as Georgia or Alabama players. He compared it to Jalen Carter dominating right away or Bama receivers who just looked the part. A lot of those Michigan guys, a lot of it was Harbaugh, he said, claiming JJ is a winner but he doesn't see the elite traits. Ouch. But Vikings Nation, remember JJ beat out bigger names, led Michigan to glory. That's not just system, that's clutch. What do you think, is this fair or just lazy analysis? He wrapped up saying straight up that JJ doesn't have the necessary traits to be QB1 long-term. No Bama swagger, no immediate oh yeah factor. Family, this is where I push back. Hard traits show up over time, not in 4 games with a young QB coming off injuries. Cowherd's acting like the book is closed, but we're barely in chapter 1. Skull chants for JJ. Who's with me? Now, why is Cowherd so obsessed with hating on McCarthy? Part of it is his massive crush on Sam Darnold. Remember, Darnold balled out for us last year, leading the Vikings to 14-3 before heading to Seattle. Cowherd was pounding the table for Sam way back in May, calling JJ a C quarterback and predicting we'd regret letting Darnold walk. He even nailed that Darnold would thrive here, credit where due, but using that to bury JJ. Nah. Cowherd went deep on JJ's college stats, saying his fourth-quarter numbers from behind were terrible at Michigan with that O-line and Harbaugh. JJ McCarthy is not what people think, he said. He thought the Bears would sneak into playoffs like Jordan Love, and straight up said we might regret moving on from Sam. Vikings fans, hindsight is 2020. Darnold was awesome for us, but we drafted JJ to be the guy. You don't bail after a few rough outings. Look, it's easy to pile on right now. JJ has shown brilliance, like upsetting the Bears in Week 1 and coming back strong against Detroit in Week 9 with 3 total touchdowns after injury. But yeah, inconsistency is there, especially in that tough Ravens loss recently where accuracy was an issue. Still, quarterback stabilized around 250 to 300 attempts, and JJ's at 108. Most rookies, even the greats, get way more rope than this. Declaring JJ lacks traits after 4 starts is wild. Almost every high-profile QB gets 10-plus starts before real judgments. Remember how long it took for others to click? JJ's flashed prominence against rivals, but struggled elsewhere. That's growing pains, not bust label. Vikings news alert. This is an unfinished story. Purple people. Fans are screaming it too. Run the damn ball more. We're averaging 4.6 yards per carry, 13th in the league, with beasts like Aaron Jones and Jordan Mason. But we run only 38% of the time, fourth least, while throwing 62%. KOC loves airing it out, but with a 22-year-old QB? Flip it, run 60%, throw 40% to protect him. In a perfect world, we'd lean on that ground game to make JJ's life easier. When we hand it off, it works, but we're asking a young gun to carry us through the air like a veteran. Come on, coaching staff, help the kid out. What plays do you want to see more of, Vikings family? Despite all the noise from Cowherd, we're favored by 3.5 points this weekend against the Bears, yeah. Ben Johnson's squad, but we're at home. JJ's got that fire, even banged up his hand last game but kept battling. This is a huge divisional game to get back on track. Cowherd's crusade feels personal sometimes, especially with his Darnold love. But letting Sam go was about building around JJ long-term. No regrets yet. We're in the mix, and McCarthy's ceiling is sky-high with weapons like Jefferson, Addison, and Hawkinson. Vikings Nation, don't let one loud analyst shake your faith. JJ's a winner, a leader, and he's ours. We've seen the comebacks, the big throws under pressure. More of that is coming as he gets healthier and more reps. All right, Purple Warriors, that's the real talk on this Cowherd drama. JJ McCarthy is going to prove the haters wrong. I believe it. Do you? Drop your thoughts below. Is Cowherd right or just salty? Who wins this weekend? Smash that like button if your team Skol. Subscribe for daily Vikings news and updates. Turn on notifications. Comment your predictions and share this with every Vikings fan you know. Let's go get this dub, Skol Vikings. See you in the next one.